that make sense? Okay. But I take this and I see what you need help with and what you don't need help with. Okay? So don't take a pencil and correct your answers. Alrighty. I don't know why it's so hard to see on here, but not on your paper. Okay. First question, it says name the decimal. Well, we know that there are 100 squares. How many of them are shaded out of 100? Ernie? 25. So we have 25 hundredths that are shaded. How many places past the decimal is the hundredths place? Luke? 2. So, for me, I always say, okay, if I'm in the hundredths place, I need to draw 2 lines to get to the hundredths, and then I fill in with whatever's on top. So you should have had 0.25 or 25 hundredths. Okay? Next question, what place value is underlined? What's the digit 1 place past the decimal? Clark? The 10th place. Good. Name a decimal equivalent for 6/10. Let me share with you how to do this one. Okay? Since it says 6/10, the bottom number tells you how many places past the decimal you go. You go to the 10th place. The top number tells you what to put in the 10th place. So I'm there. I put the 6 in the 10th place. Okay? It says put the decimals in order from least to greatest. Let's look at the 10th place. I have a 4, an 8, and a 3 in the 10th place. Which one is the least of all 3? Lindsay? 30. So basically what we're saying is, since I go 2 places past the decimal, what we call that is 30 hundredths. What goes after 30 hundredths? Roman?
40.
40 hundredths. And lastly, 80 hundredths, because you're going to the hundredths place. Okay? Can you clear the ink and move us up? Down, please.
Down.
See, you scroll down and it moves up. That's why I get
start from the
confused.
bottom and then go up.
Yeah. Okay, comparing fractions. Can you bring up a sticky for me, please? Thank you. All right. We're comparing 2 fractions. We have a third and a 6. You can compare in 2 different ways, by percent or changing them both into common denominators. What's the percent of 1/3? Should come to you both very quickly. Caitlin? 33 and a third percent. What's 2/6? Noah? 33 and a third. So by percentages, it says that they're both equal to each other, right? Now I'm going to change a third over to 6. To get from a third to a 6, what do I need to multiply by? Lily? 2 over 2. 3 times 2 is 6. 1 times 2 is? 2. Do you see why they're both equal to each other? Clear the ink and let's move on, please. Do you guys have trouble seeing the board over here?
No.
Since we have extra space, I'm going to push you back here in a little bit. We're adding fractions. I have a third plus a ninth. We have to make them both common denominators. So we need to think about, okay, what can I skip count by 3 and 9 and land on? 40? Can you skip count by 9 and land on 3? So if you're skip counting by 3 and 9, what will you land on? Kennedy? 9. We're already in ninths here, so we don't need to change this one. We're going to change 1/3 over to ninths. To get from 1/3 to 9, what do I need to do? Good. So we're going to multiply by 3 over 3. 3 times 3 is 9. 1 times 3 is 3. So now I can add them together. I have 3 ninths plus 1 ninth equals, Hunter?
4 ninths.
4 ninths. Good. Can you reduce 4 ninths? Why not? Will 2 go into 4 and 9?
No.
It'll go into 4, not 9. Will 3 go into 4 and 9?
No.
3 will go into 9, but not 4. 5 won't work, 6 won't work, 7 won't work, 8 won't work. So we know that we are reduced in simplest terms. Good job. Clear the ink. Move on. We're multiplying fractions now. 7/8 of 32. What's of mean? Times. What do I do when I only have a whole number with no denominator? Jillian?
You put it over top of 1.
Yep. Identity property says if you put something over top of 1, it still keeps its name. Now what do I do? Cody.
Times 7 on 32.
That's hard. You can't do that one in your head, right? I can't do it in my head. So I need to do that below. 7 times 2 is 14. Carry the 1. 7 times 3 is 21 plus 1 is 22. So I know I have 224 over 8. How many of you got that? If you got that answer, you need to reduce it still. So what we're saying is, how many 8s will go into 224 without going over? I don't know, let's see. So I'm going to divide 224 by 8. So, I know times 10, let's do times 20. 8 times 2 is 16, 8 times 20 is 160. When I subtract, I get 64. 8 times what gives me 64? Luke? 8. What's my answer? 28. So my answer is 28. How many of you guys got that?